Hi everyone. I had to come back and give this just one more look. We're looking at the longest point as the nose, and we can see the eye in there for the main outside bigger image. And then inside of the clay, what looks to be actually inside the clay, but it's actually the crystal color, you can see another character in here which looks like he has some kind of crazy bird headdress on. If you look closely at where his eye should be, right there, you can see how it's done in the clay still. Now looking on the right hand side as well, there's going to be another silhouette in there. I can take some of that clay pack off. That's the fired on clay packing that's inside of there. There's a lot of images on this stone, and I just had to come back to check it out some more. There's some really neat ghost images in there as well, and I do have a few people walking up, but I'm just going to keep going anyway because I want to take a closer look at this before I leave the area. I don't know when I'll be back. So of course we have the painting here with the eye, the nose, and the mouth, just the character sitting in the stone right there. It's a really beautiful one with a very long nose, and you can see the smear for the mouth down below. And if you look closely at that eye, you can still see how the clay pack remains in the eye there. Now you may be seeing different ones too. There's one over here as well, a smaller one. And then of course the main outside image of the duck head there. Now this is, of course, is our silver face here. Look at all the silver on it. That's a lot of silver on this crystal. Isn't it cool? So looking over here on this side as well, I'm seeing some silhouettes come out. So this pointed headdress person, you guys can hopefully see. Not looking at this outside, just looking at the inside there. And of course the outside has one as well. It's hard to show them all. You know, that's why it's hard to see them, because there's just so many, right? But here we have, just looking at the interior of the stone, we have a beautiful set of silhouettes here. Of course, you can see the eye with the scrapings coming back from it, the nose poking out, and then those lips. Just looking at that section, and then further out, there's going to be another one. I'm gonna move my hand because there's layers. You can see this wild blue eye. That's polished crystal sticking out there. And you see the nose and the eye, and perhaps the pokey lips in the back coming all the way back here. So that's the way that you look at the art. There's different layers, and this is still painted, guys. This is all still painted. Look at the silver eye and the character that's facing to the left. Whoa. Wow. So this is amazing. This is a very beautiful one. Let's go ahead, and we're seeing the one that's kind of facing upward. I'm looking at this eye and this eye perhaps. Let's go ahead and move it over, and then you see how the face comes out using the longest point as the nose, of course. The mouth probably right here. And then as we lift it up, we see larger ones. And facing to the right and the left and downward and upward. Oh my. Very beautiful one. The fact that it's full of silver, this beautiful bird head's poking out very well with the large eye with the circle inside of it, with the recessed beak, you guys can see. But I'm worried for its safety, but what am I gonna do about it? This one right here just caught my eye really well. It still has a lot of this paint on it. So let's go ahead and give that a little tilt. Just on the white crystal inclusion, this is just a little head as well. All right, let's go ahead and give her a tilt. And so we're looking at the natural inclusions of the stone that were left here. I wish I could keep it upright. So that 3D nose that's poking out there. Look at this as the eye right inside this section. the circle. And watch, as I tilt it, I can try to make this come to life. It's amazing when you look at it like that, right? There's so many. Look at the other one here with the painting for the eye. You see this boat shape right here? Facing to the left now, I'm seeing the eye, the nose, and the mouth. Layers. Do you guys see them? The characters in here with the silver eyes, literal silver. And let's change the distances here to help see the images. Let's go ahead and take out this one to the right again. I'm kind of losing them. All right, looking back at the eye. Whew, there's his jaw and his nose. So you see how his nose and his jaw stick out here? You can tilt it even further for the other ones. How amazing. And then of course this side here, which has the beautiful red color on it, which of course the ancient people valued as well. Look at that color. I'm trying to keep our focus correct for us, folks. Sorry about that. Here we go. So of course, if you didn't see the earlier video, we're looking at the eye, the nose, and the mouth. Now we're not just looking at the red section. You can check out the white section as well. Not the very outside of the stone, but the interior of the stone. So focus in on her face right here. And zooming out, you can see how the rest of that is hair poking up all around here. Of course, like we said in the last video, the right angle, the white face, looking at the color, see how this is more darker? It has the black inside in the cracks of the crystal. This portion here has the red in the cracks around her face. And look at the bottom section as the neck. And this can be stuck into the ground as a totem. Birds adorn her hair and head. The circle for the eye for the bird. This is the bird beak. And the bird head is right here. You can see how these might resemble parts of the hair. When we tilt it different, at this angle, you can see how if the person is looking away, the perfect features of the face will come out at this angle. They only come out at 1 degree. So hopefully you guys are seeing how the perfect silhouette comes out as you tilt it. And you see how some of this stuff lines up? See how the nose lines up, how the stone lines up as you tilt it? These are guides to show you how to see the art, and then whenever you get really good at it, you use those guides to follow the art around the stone, which in theory would be telling you the story of it. So it's really nice to see them like this because they still have a lot of the paintings on them. This is fresh. I don't know. I think it came from underneath this tree where all the crystals and things are still falling out of it. So just a little bit of an extended cut of this crystal here. And hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.